Hello everyone. Today I am going to start a new poem, and the name of our poem is A Tiger in the Zoo. It is written by Leslie Norris. Leslie Norris was a famous Welsh poet and short story writer. He was born in 1921 in Wales. He shot to fame with his first publication. The name of that publication is Finding Gold. His works won various awards, including the Columbine Poetry Prize and Catherine Mansfield Memorial Award. Leslie died in 2006. A Tiger in the Zoo. It's a poem that contrasts a tiger in the zoo to the tiger in its natural habitat. The poem moves from zoo to the jungle and back again to the zoo. A tiger in its natural surroundings is happy and really joyful, but in a cage it is full of rage and trouble. This poem throws light on the great importance of freedom. So let's start our poem, Tiger in the Zoo. He stalks in his vivid stripes, a few steps off his cage, on pads of velvet quiet, in its quiet rage. In these poems, the poet wants to say that the dweller of the forest, that is the tiger, as he dwells in the forest, dwells means lives, as he dwells in the forest, the dweller of the forest is forcefully put into the cage. In its artificial habitat, the tiger is really very upset. He's angry, he's in rage. The stripes on his body, he stalks in his vivid stripes, the few steps of his cage. The stripes on his body are very clear and they are quite darker than the rest part of his coat. Coat means the fur. The tiger moves very softly but quietly on his pads of velvet. On pads of velvet quiet, he moves in its cage on his pads of velvet, but very quietly, in its quiet rage. But the range of his movement is limited as he is put behind a cage, so his movement is restricted. He goes on moving within the cage. The tiger does not relish, or you can say enjoy. Relish means to enjoy or like the stairs. Stairs means the one when we look at something continuously, that is a stare. Why are you staring me? You use these kinds of sentences. It's stare. The tiger does not relish the stare of the onlookers, means the person, those who come to zoo to see him. His rage or anger is suppressed. He is quite angry, but he is very quiet at that time, but he is in anger. He should be lurking in shadow, sliding through long grass, near the water hole where plump deer pass. The poet means that zoo is not the rightful place of the tiger. The tiger should not be put behind the bars. He is the denizen of the jungle. His real place is in the wild. Had he been in the wild, had he been in the jungle, if he would have been in the jungle, then what he would have been doing at this time? If he would have been in the jungle, he should be lurking in shadow. He should be lurking around in shadow. He should be waiting for his prey to come, which he can hunt for his food. He should be hiding himself in the dark. Why? To hunt. To hunt. If the tiger would have been in its natural habitat, he should be lurking in shadow. He should be hiding in the dark, sliding through long grass. He would have hidden himself in the long grass near the water hole where plump deer pass. Where he should have hidden himself near the water hole, near the place where the animals come to have water. Where plump deer pass, the place from where a plump deer would have passed. Plump deer means a fatty deer, a deer with lot of flesh. He should be snarling around houses at the jungle's edge, baring his white fangs, his claws, terrorizing the village. Sometimes, if the tiger would have been in its natural habitat, sometimes while moving, while straying, he would have strayed in human habitat also. He would have come to human habitat also at the edge of the jungle where the human beings live or where the villagers live. He would have sometimes come to that place also on the outskirts of the jungle. He would be showing them his white teeth and his claws. For what he would be showing these people? His claws and his teeth to terrorizing the village, terrorizing the people, or terrorizing the villagers, or terrorizing the people who are staying at the outskirt of the jungle. But he is locked in concrete cell, his strength behind bar, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. But unfortunately, he is locked in a concrete cell in a zoo. His powerful body or a strong body is of no use to him at this moment because he is locked. He is locked in a cage. He is moving, stalking the length of the cage. His movement is also restricted. His movement is also limited because he is put in a cage and he can only move in the cage, ignoring visitor. He does not enjoy or relish the curious stares of the visitors, or he does not enjoy the presence of the people, those who have come to zoo to see him. He hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars, and the stares with brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. Very beautifully it is described. As he is locked in the cage, the poet describes how the day ends for a tiger, the one who is in a zoo. He doesn't sleep till the late hours of the night. He hears the sounds of the patrolling cars or the cars of the zoo officials who are moving around in the zoo to see that everything is all right. The stars are shining brightly in the night sky, and the tiger is watching those shining stars with his shining eyes. Here, the brilliant stars with brilliant eyes means the shining stars with his shining eyes. He is watching. So, children, here the poet has very well described the importance of freedom in the life of even animal. It is not only the human beings who love to be free, but the animals, they also, everyone love their freedom. This is all about the poem.